The sudden spike in respiratory illness across China has brought back memories of the early days of COVID, which had also emerged as a mysterious pneumonia. The new virus has already hit several schools in China, but the government claims that no unusual or novel pathogens have been detected yet. Most of the cases have been reported in children, and the surge has sparked a rush to hospital by anxious parents, putting top pediatrics medical centers under strain. Various images circulated on social media in which hospitals, especially treating children, were shown to be overwhelmed. Some parents have also called for temporary school shutdown to prevent the spread. Is it going to be another outbreak like COVID 19? Let's find out. At a press conference on 30 November 2023, China's National Health Commission reported on a nationwide increase in the incidence of respiratory diseases predominantly affecting children. Chinese authority attributed this increase due to circulating known pathogens such as influenza, mycoplasma pneumonia, respiratory syncytial virus (RSV), and severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2 (SARS-CoV-2). Mycoplasma pneumonia and RSV are known to affect children more than adults. Symptoms include fever, lung inflammation without a cough, and pulmonary nodules, lumps on the lungs that are usually the result of a past infection. The only good news here is no deaths have been reported yet. At a children's hospital in Beijing on Thursday, several parents told that their children had mycoplasma pneumonia, which is a common cause of pneumonia in children that is readily treated with antibiotics. Mycoplasma pneumonia is a bacteria that typically causes a mild infection with symptoms that are similar to common cold. It rarely requires hospitalization, but sometimes a cough could last for weeks, and younger children with weak growing immune system are at a greater risk of developing pneumonia. First case of this unknown pneumonia was commissioned on November 13 by Chinese National Health Department. Since then, there has been a spike in cases, most of them resulting in hospitalizations. On November 22nd, the WHO made its first formal statement regarding the outbreak in China. In the November 22nd statement, the WHO had said it had sought more information from China. The WHO move was necessitated by a report on ProMed on November 21st, which spoke of undiagnosed pneumonia epidemic going on in China. For your information, ProMed is an international forum that identifies infectious diseases outbreak globally and is usually the first platform to alert the global scientific community about them, as it did for COVID-19. The WHO wanted to know whether there were clusters of undiagnosed pneumonia in Beijing and Liaoning, and if the current outbreak was a general pattern of increases in respiratory illnesses. As you all know, China had followed what was called zero COVID policy. It locked up, as per stringent measure of lockdown for COVID-19, large swaths of the population for a very long time, longer than many other countries. This resulted in a scenario in which the population didn't get exposed to other respiratory viruses or bacteria also in the process. And once the measures were lifted this winter, this population got exposed to all of them, leading to a surge in the cases. Moreover, not getting exposed to these pathogens for a long time could also have created what is known as immunological deficit, a deficiency in natural immunity acquired against the pathogens due to exposure to them. India has issued a directive urging states to review their readiness and put their health infrastructure on alert. But other than that, I have not heard any news around Indian government preparedness on this. I would say follow the WHO recommendations, which says if it spreads in your area, then follow the normal rules to avoid respiratory illnesses. These includes isolating if symptoms emerges and getting tested or wearing mask if necessary. So friends, I think I was able to cover a good detail on this new potential threat, and this is all for today. Let me know what do you think of this situation in China in comment section. Till then, keep sharing my videos and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.